Hey traders, welcome to 𝗘𝗃𝗿𝗆 Weekly Forex Forecast. As usual, we will start with dollar index, DXY, we will cover few majors along with US oil, gold, silver, and Bitcoin. The time frame that we are using here is 4 hours. So all of you who are new to 𝗘𝗃𝗿𝗆 channel, subscribe, hit the bell icon to not miss any update, and let's dive into the charts. DXY, before we start with this one guys, I want to thank all of you for your likes, comments, and shares on our last Forex forecast. And like we promised, you will be rewarded for that. So, DXY, last week we said market will be falling. Do you remember that? We've got this drop. Just a quick recap, here we said market will be falling. And we were having here FOMC, the Fed rate decision, we've got just a small up wave, and then the drop. After this drop, we said market will be going up, and then last week we said market will be falling. Amazing, isn't it? If you remember this forecast, give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. Remember, the more you like and comment, the more you push us to share more, and next week, you all will be rewarded for that. So you keep an eye on our YouTube community section, you follow us on Telegram, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All our official links are in the description under this video. So, what next for DXY? After this upwave, market gave us a corrective structure, and looks like we will be moving up again. This upwave guys, it will be just a small up move. It can go all the way up to break this top, and even this one. But let me explain you one thing here. This upwave is not necessary for the structure. And the break of previous tops, it might not happen. But even if we get this upwave and market breaks these tops, the next move is toward the downside. So short to medium term, we're expecting DXY to move up. It's up to you if you wanna go for this buy or you wanna wait market to go upwards and then you go for your sell setups. So we might see market crawling up slowly, and starting from July, dollar will be falling. Now, here, the Fed went for 75 basis points as a rate hike, and this was the highest hike since the past few decades. And look at the dollar reaction. What they are planning to do next? They are planning to higher interest rates again, where most of traders, analysts, investors expecting dollar to shoot up, and Fed decision to be good for dollar, we are expecting dollar to fall. Why is that? Big banks, big investors, big players, they have started to talk about recession in the US, and we might see a sell-off for the dollar. For us, we are biased to the downside. And I showed you last week the bigger picture for DXY, the weekly chart. This is the weekly chart. Structurally, we are expecting a down wave. Regardless what the Fed will do, we are expecting a down wave. How are we going to trade the next wave is a different story, because we might trade this up move and then we might go for this sell setup again. Step by step, wave by wave, we are following this with you every single week here on YouTube and during our live Sunday and Wednesday sessions. Those of you who don't know about our live sessions, all the details guys are in the description under this video. Euro dollar for this one, we know a lot of you guys trade this pair. And we said last week we are expecting market to push up. We've got this up wave. After that, market gave us a pullback, another push up, and we broke this top. So this up move alone, it must be enough for you to make and take profits. This drop here was related to liquidity, completion of another pattern, and then another up wave. So we have forecasted every single move for euro dollar. Now, those of you who remember this forecast, do not forget to give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. I am personally reading every single comment, and I'll try this time to answer all your questions and reply to every single comment as well. So, what next for euro dollar? After this drop, markets start to give us a corrective structure. After that, we are expecting market to drop first, another push up will be coming. Now, this down wave is not necessary for the structure. This is to complete another pattern, a small one, and then after that, we are expecting market to push up. ECB are planning to take actions as well. So, last week, we were biased to the upside. For next week, looks like market will be dropping, and this will be temporary just for the end of June, and starting from July, we are expecting euro-dollar to start moving upwards. We will look for our buy setups to go for this up wave. Now, we will not be right every single time, and no one can be right 100%. Even us, our experience, powerful system, we trade waves concept, and unique analysis will give high accuracy. High accuracy doesn't mean 100%. We know who we are, we know our power, we are confident about our knowledge, experience, and we are number one in this business. But at the same time, we are realistic, transparent, and honest to you. Trading is not easy. To succeed, you have to be with like-minded people, powerful community, and with someone that you really trust. Coming back to euro-dollar, like I said, if you are biased to the downside, you wait for your sell setups. Those of you are waiting for the buy setup, let market fall, and then you look for your buy setups. Is this one of our trades of the week? We will let you know during our live Sunday session that will be conducted this Sunday at 2 p.m. UK time. Pound dollar for this one, last week we said market will be pushing up. We've got this up wave. This was more than 100 pips move. After this up wave, we've got a reaction from here and then this drop. So with this up move, you must be able to make good profits, or the worst case scenario is small profits for you. After this drop, market started to push up again. Another correction, another push up. This was crazy entry from here. So our traders, they know how to enter from here, how to enter from here, and even under this low. Those of you who don't know how to trade, do not jump in, guys. This is not signal service. What we share here is our bias based on our unique wave analysis concept. If you don't know how to trade, you have to learn how to trade correctly. Otherwise, if you jump in, if you follow anyone blindly, you will lose. Trading is not easy. It will become easy only after you learn how to trade correctly. I'm not pushing you to take our masterclass course, and this is not a promotion. This is only an advice for you. Anyway, coming back to pound dollar. What next? Looks like this is a corrective structure for another fall. And if market will give us this drop, the next move will be towards the upside. Alain, can we trade this drop? Definitely you can. If you know how to trade it, go for it. But remember one thing, this drop is not necessary for the structure, which means market can give us a small correction here and then it will push up. If this will be going down to break this low and this low, this will be even better. Well, Alain, why market will be going down? This is related to wave analysis, our unique wave analysis concept, smart money, order blocks, liquidity, fundamental analysis, timing. All of these guys combined will give us our bias and the structures. So, if market will fall under these lows, the next wave is toward the upside. And by the way, next week or the week after, we will share with our premium analysis service members the trades of the month for July and a long-term session as well. Do not miss those two sessions. Market is preparing for crazy moves.
Now, the second trade of the month that you can look for would be pound New Zealand to the upside. Now, this one can actually crawl slowly to the downside a bit more. As long as it stays above 1.90, you're good to go towards 1.96 and above. Okay, so the lower this goes and stays above this level, you have good risk to reward in this one to keep on holding this towards that level. Okay.
Crazy, isn't it? More than 450 pips to the pip within few days. Aussie dollar for this one. All of you remember this drop. And we really hope, guys, all of you trade Aussie dollar, got in this haul, and made money trading this down wave. This might be a corrective structure for one more drop, another push up, or it will be a corrective structure here, a small one, for this push up. In all the cases, we are biased to the upside. Before this up wave, and for the rest of June, market might be crawling to the downside, and then another push up will be coming. Why we might get this drop? This is a corrective structure here in the middle, and we might have liquidity under this low. Again, this drop is not necessary for the structure. For us, we will be focusing on the next up wave. One direction, one move, upwards. Do not jump in, do not over risk or overtrade, do not trade without stop loss, and never ever add to losing position. Let me repeat the fourth one. Never ever add to losing position. If you only follow WeTradeWave's 4 golden rules, you will never ever break your account. Dollar yen, yes, we are aware that BOJ are doing nothing. Almost all central banks, they are hiring interest rates to fight inflation. Fed will raise interest rates soon, and Japanese government, along with BOJ, they were working towards a weaker yen. We were wrong for this one here, where we were expecting dollar yen to fall, but I'm explaining you step by step what's happening and what will happen. Yes, weak yen will have big impact on inflation, but at the same time, there are some benefits, especially for the big companies in Japan. This is fundamentally and small explanation about what was happening. Now, what next? Technically, and for big investors, yen has to retrace. And if dollar will start to fall, here we'll get a corrective structure for another drop. Corrective structure, another drop, doesn't mean you jump in, you risk all your money, and you trade without stop loss. This is not trading, guys. If you are doing that, you are a gambler. Don't do it. Once we say correction for another drop, this means you should look for your sell setups to ride this down wave. And even if this is 70% probability chance, you still have 30% probability chance here that this might shoot up 1000 pips again. I'm not saying that we are expecting this. I'm just warning you that this is one possibility, even if it's 1% chance. Why are you saying this, Alain? I'm trying, guys, to help you having a probabilistic mindset. This is how professional traders think. So, coming back to here. Technically and structurally, if market will give us a corrective structure, the next move is towards the downside. New Zealand dollar, amazing. All of you remember this drop, right? All of you who sold from the top, it's time, guys, to take profits. Even if this looks like a corrective structure for another drop, take profits. Now, if you don't want to close your trade, take partial profits and move the rest at break even. This might be also one of the good decisions that you might take. Successful trading is about taking the right decision at the right time. Pound yen for this one, I hope all of you guys remember this fall. After this drop, market gave us a corrective structure, one more drop, take liquidity here, and then let's move market up. This is what they have done. After that, we've got a corrective structure, another push up. This up wave was clear. And those of you who have experience about smart money, order blocks, and how market makers usually move the market, they will understand why market went up. I will give you one small advice here. Always look left. In trading, before you go for the next trade, you have to look left. Write down this note and study it. So, after this up move, we've got a reaction, drop, corrective structure, one more fall. What next? Looks like market will correct for another drop. So we will be focusing on our sell setups for pound yen. Let the market complete the structure and then we will update you. For now, looks like this is not completed yet. What after this drop, Alain? This might extend to be a bigger corrective structure. Well, I can see this as an impulsive wave. No, this is a corrective structure, not an impulsive wave. We can know that way before. And those of you who have experience about Elliott waves or wave analysis, let me give you another hint here. Market might be giving us this structure. For now, this is not confirmed as yet. All what you have to do, focus on this wave. Yes, oil for this one. How many of you guys remember what we said last week? We said, if you are in the sell, do not close your trade. Move your stops to break even and let the market unfold. Those of you who are not in the sell, you can start to look for your buy setups. Now, if you get in the buy, regardless of the reason, for us, we didn't get the buy setup that we need. But let's say you get in the buy for any reason. Your worst case scenario here, it must have been break even or small loss. If you get any other outcome, your trading plan needs amendment. Why is that, Alain? After you get in the trade, you should only get 4 outcomes: small loss, break even, small win, or big win. Big loss situation shouldn't be one of them. Make sense? So, after this corrective structure, market has fallen here. All of you get in the sell. This might have been a great trade. After this drop, this where exactly we started to look for buy setups. And if you get in this buy, most of you know that we are biased to the upside. What next? We are expecting market to push up, either correctively or impulsively. Regarding the bigger picture, why US oil might go up, this is related to the current situation in the world and the macroeconomic factors. Gold for this one, we were expecting market to go up. And that's the power, guys, of learning how to trade correctly from the right mentors. We said last week, we are biased to the upside. We've got this down wave, corrective structure. This drop, market was here. We've got a corrective structure here, another drop, another small correction. So most of you who don't know how to trade, they might be lost here. What should I do? If you jumped in, you will never know if you should close your trade, keep it, move your stops, because you don't know our system. Now, after this corrective structure, we've got this drop, wanna push up. Even if you don't know our system, you will have all the time to close your trade even if you jumped in. Now, inside our private trading room, and this is only for masterclass course members, we have discussed this in details and where will be the next action. So, after this up wave, we said market will be dropping to this zone, this level, and then another shoot up. So this was something crazy, and exactly from this level, we've got a reaction to the upside. So this was a great trade. After that, we've got this drop. One push up, completion of another structure, another fall. I know, guys, this might be complex for some of you, and I'm afraid I cannot go into more details because this won't be fair for our paid members. But at the same time, I'm sure that a lot of you are getting what I'm trying to show you here. This drop here, it was to complete another structure, and then now market will be going up. The next wave that we are focusing on is towards the upside. Even if we will get one more drop to break this low, the next wave is towards the upside. Make sense? Is this one of our trades of the week or trades of the month? We will let you know this Sunday. 𝗘𝘃𝗿𝗆 for this one, amazing trade. I hope all of you guys have watched the short video regarding this trade to the upside. Those of you who don't know about it, I'll show it to you in a moment. But we said market will be going up. We've got this up wave all the way to this level, and the target was 1.30. Market stopped 5 pips before that, and we've got a pullback. After this drop, we went all the way back up, and this was the target. Anyway, I'll show you this in a moment. Now, last week, we said market will be falling. We've got this drop, corrective structure, another drop. Amazing, isn't it? What next? Corrective structure, and then we'll update you. Guys, if you remember this forecast, if you have made money with this up wave, and if you remember this one, do not forget to give us a thumbs up and leave a comment. Like I said at the start of the video, I will try to reply to every single comment, even if it's a question. And all of you will be rewarded, and we will let you know next week about the session that I have promised you. So again, you keep an eye on our YouTube community tab, you follow us on Telegram, Instagram, TradingView, Facebook, and Twitter. All our official links are in the description under this video.
Trade of the month is going to be dollar CAD to the upside. Dollar CAD, we are expecting market to go towards 1.30 level. As long as it stays above 1.24, you're good to go to that level. Okay.
And look at this. Market went up from here all the way to here. 5 pips under 1.30. We've got this drop. And then after that, we've got this shoot up. The target was 1.30. And thank God we've got a lot of emails, a lot of messages from members who've made crazy amount of money trading dollar CAD and pound New Zealand for this month. So we have hit the target within 2 weeks only. Silver for this one, we've got a corrective structure, another drop. We've got this up wave. What next? Looks like market will correct, one will push up. After this up wave, guys, we can see market falling again. Why? Liquidity under these lows, and this might be a complete structure for one more drop. So let's see if the market will give us this wave or not. Bitcoin, remember, we said last week the next stop after 20K is 17K, and this is 17.5. So we've got this drop and then a reaction from here. After this up wave, we are getting a correction. What after this correction? For now, after this drop, another up wave will be coming. So, all of you can see the fight at 20K level. All what you are reading or hearing regarding 10K, 5K, 3K, forget about them. Some of big analysts, they are linking Bitcoin drop with FUD. Like people are selling Bitcoin to buy dollar. This is not correct. And all of you who are following us, you must remember 20K. We called this one few months ago. The fall and the drop was readable and was known. Now the unknown factor is when this one will start to move up. This is the first unknown factor. The second unknown factor, where is the bottom? S&P 500, do not think that this is the start of an uptrend. This might be only to complete another structure and then one more drop. For us, if we'll be trading this one, we will focus on our sell setups for S&P 500. More details regarding this one, about US 30, Nifty, Nasdaq, a lot of other coins, other forex pairs, all of them will be covered in details by T on Sunday session. On YouTube, we give you the general direction, our bias, and during live Sunday and Wednesday session, we go into more details and we give you trades. With that note, guys, you trade with care, do not over-risk, do not over-trade, do not jump in, do not trade without stop loss, and never ever add to a losing position.